Hey guys, so for this video, I want to review what it looks like when we multiply a decimal by a whole number. So for the first one, I'm going to say, let's just say we have four groups of 3 and 6/10. So maybe there's a trail that's 3 and 6/10 miles long, and I jog it 4 times. How many total miles did I jog? Could look something like that. So there's some different ways of doing this. The first one, you might look at it as 3 and 6/10 plus 3 and 6/10 plus 3 and 6/10. And there's so many different strategies of how to do this, but this might be one way you choose to do it if it works for you. Let's say 6, 12, 18, 24/10, which would be 4/10, and then you'd have two wholes. And then 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 wholes. So our answer for that would be 14 and 4/10. Should be our answer on that problem. Another way you might see it is four groups. This is the way I would do it, but there's different ways. Four groups of 3 is 12. And four groups of 6/10 is going to be, I would look at this as 4 times 6, which is 24. And then four groups of 6/10. If we change that 6/10 to, let's say, a half, 4 times a half would be two wholes. Or if we even changed it to 1, that'd be four wholes. So does 24 wholes make sense there? Does 4/10 or 24 hundredths make sense? Just kind of want to use what's reasonable to you. And to me, it would be 2 and 4/10. So if you add that to the 12, you would end up getting your 14 and 4/10. So that's kind of two ways of looking at it. You could add it up here, or you could do the multiplication. If you did 24 groups of that, you might not want to add it up. That's going to be a lot. So let's do one more just to make sure we understand what we're doing. So let's say we have 1 and 7/10, and we're going to multiply that by 9. There's a couple ways we could do it. Again, the same way we did just this last one. You could add it up 9 times. I'm not going to do that right now. If we had one group of 9, that would equal 9. If we had 7/10 groups of 9, or if you want to switch it around, say 9 groups of 7/10, that would be 7 times 9, which is 63. If you did 1 times 9, that would be 9. So 7/10 times 9 is going to be less than 9. So I would just kind of use reason and reason with that and think, okay, that's going to be 6 3/10. There's another way some people look at it. You could count the decimal places. There is one decimal place being multiplied, so that's all that you would have over here. That's kind of a deeper way of thinking. If it makes sense to you, go for it. Whatever you like. I'm also want to show you real quick if we did 1 and 7/10 and we do the more standard algorithm way. 9 times 7 is going to be 63. Put your 3/10 there. Your 6 wholes up here. So 9 times 1 is 9 plus those 6 is going to be 15. So this would end up being 15. And then, like I said, you could have your decimal place, one decimal place. 15 and 3/10. Over here, if you add 9 plus 6 and 3/10, you would have 15 and 3/10. So you could break it apart like we've done before. You could do the standard algorithm way, whatever works best for you. So this is some practice multiplying decimals by whole numbers. So we're going to practice with that today. Thanks, guys.